distinguish between group velocity and phase velocity. So what is phase velocity? Phase velocity is the velocity of individual wave. If you have individual wave, then we generally consider phase velocity, and group velocity is the velocity of group of waves. That is, when a particle is represented by waves in quantum mechanics, we represent a particle as a wave, like and that is called the wave packet. The group of waves is called wave packet. When you consider a particle as a wave, that wave is called, or that waves are called wave packet. And group velocity, we use group velocity in wave packets. And the mathematical definition or formula for phase velocity is lambda by t or omega by k. Omega is the angular frequency and k is the wave number. If you divide omega with k, that is called the phase velocity. That means lambda is the wavelength and t is the time period. But group velocity mathematically can be defined as, it is represented by Vg, and phase velocity is represented by Vp. Group velocity Vg is equal to derivative of omega with respect to k, d omega by dk. This is the definition of, mathematical definition of group velocity. Why we take the derivative? Because in wave packet there is slight variation of, there is a large number of waves with slight variation in frequency. That is why we take the derivative of omega or angular frequency with respect to the wave number. Because in quantum mechanics, instead of wavelength, we take wave number. Then you have two mediums. Another thing is, you have two mediums. One is your dispersive medium, another one is your non-dispersive medium. In non-dispersive medium, what happens? The frequencies will not change. So we know velocity of wave depends on frequency. In a non-dispersive medium, all frequencies travel at the same speed. Since there is no change in frequency, so in non-dispersive medium, the phase velocity is equal to the group velocity. But in a dispersive medium, the frequencies travel at different speeds. The waves having different frequencies, they will travel at different speeds. That is why the phase velocity is not equal to the group velocity. Because in group velocity there are large number of waves, so the frequencies of these waves slightly differ, so the velocity will differ. But in phase, the phase velocity will remain same because it has only one wave. So the phase velocity is not equal to the group velocity for dispersive medium, and for non-dispersive medium the phase velocity is equal to the group velocity. So these are some important distinction between group velocity and phase velocity.